This is the easiest way to get money for your business. Grants for the month of October. So this month, we have many grants, from grants before the holidays, to direct financial assistance grants, to startup grants, to $20,000 in grants, and grants in many states. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde. Welcome. Please subscribe to the #1 community for real estate, income, grants, and credit. So if you'd like to know what these new grants are for the month of October, those that are expiring that need to apply now, make sure you watch the video to the end. Leave a comment below if you need help with anything. So we're going to be sharing with you new grants every month. From work from home grants, to SBA grants, to small business grants, to self-employed grants, to fast grants, to financial assistance grants, to startup grants, and much more. And we're going to be updating our calendar section on my website, AskRinde.com, where you can download October's grants list. And you can view our calendar section for the latest updates on grants. Also, our grants masterclass and our AI grants guide is now available at my website, AskRinde.com. So if you'd like to learn how to get income coming into your business through the form of grants consistently, and how to actually properly position your business, how to get a proper business plan, how to properly structure your business so that you can actually move forward in getting all the funding and access to capital available for your business, make sure you connect with us by going to my website at AskRinde.com, clicking on grants, and getting started today. Number 1, Pennsylvania, York, the York Bloom Grant Program, $500 to $1,500 in grants. So the York County Economic Alliance recently unveiled the 2023 City of York Bloom Grant Program. So this is actually a grant program that's been in existence since 2018, and they've actually been running this grant program since then. And to date, they've given out over 191 grants, totaling over $422,000 in grants proceeds to small businesses. So this is actually a serious and established grant program, and they want to focus on helping businesses and giving them assistance. So the primary target of this grant program is actually underserved communities. And they're focusing on helping these underserved entrepreneurs attain capital, get technical help, as well as opportunities. So the entire grant program is centered around growth as well as productivity improvement. So the grants can be used for equipment purchase, interior or exterior improvements, and you must be located in York. So the deadline to apply for this mini grant of $500 to $1,500 is October 13th. And you can get more information and apply for this grant by going directly to their website at bloomyork.org. Number 2, Pittsburgh, Allegheny County, the Mini Beckos Latin Grant Program, $500 to $5,000 in grants. So Latin-owned businesses and startups can apply for grants from $500 to $5,000 with this new Mini Beckos Grant Program. So Ascender is administering this grant program, and they're giving entrepreneurs, Latin entrepreneurs, the opportunity to apply for these $500 to $5,000 in grants. So they're going to be giving out 5 grants between $1,000 and $5,000 to entrepreneurs. And they're also going to be giving out 1 grant to a youth entrepreneur. So someone who actually is a young person that has a developing business, they're going to be giving them a $500 grant. And to apply for this grant is very simple. All you need to do is fill out a short form and actually submit a 2-minute video like we show you how to do in our grants masterclass. So as a part of this video, you're going to need to convey to them why you need the grant, what makes you stand out from your competition, what you will use the funds for, and also why you think the opportunity is very important for you to actually receive the grant, but also why you think this grant can actually make a difference with your business. Now, it's very important to understand that they actually have strict guidelines when it comes to your video. So your video cannot exceed 2 minutes, otherwise you're going to be disqualified. So to qualify and to apply for this $500 to $5,000 in grants, you must meet the following criteria. Number 1, you must be located in Allegheny County. Number 2, you must be a for-profit business. Number 3, you must have between 1 and 10 employees. Number 4, your revenues must be between $0 and $400,000 on an annual basis. Number 5, you must be 51% Latin owned. So your business must be 51% Latin owned. That's very important for them to put as a part of this criteria, because this is actually a focus on that specific group. So the deadline to apply for this $500 to $5,000 mini grant is October 1st. And you can get more information and apply for this grant by going directly to the website at ascenderpgh.com/ham-grants. Number 3, Georgia, Atlanta, the Gwinnett County Small Business Grant, $3,000 to $15,000 in grants. So Gwinnett County is offering support to businesses that have been negatively affected. So this is actually focusing on businesses that have actually lost income, not only due to the pandemic, but inflation and all the things that have happened over the last couple of years. So in addition to actually focusing on businesses that actually have experienced loss of income, they're also actually attacking them from the aspect of expenses. So in some cases, some businesses have actually taken a big hit with their expenses, not having the income come in, but also having a lot of expenses due to overhead, due to the rising cost of operating their businesses. So this actual grant is actually focusing on helping those businesses as well. So for this $3,000 to $15,000 in grants, the grant program will be based on employee count as well as gross revenue. So they have a tiered system. So if you have one employee, you qualify for $3,000 in grants. If you have between 2 to 10 employees, you qualify for $7,500 in grants. If you have between 11 and 20 employees, you qualify for $10,000 in grants. And if you have 21 to 50 employees, you qualify for $15,000 in grants. In addition, your business must be located in Gwinnett County and also have 50 employees or less and be a for-profit business. So the deadline to apply for this $3,000 to $15,000 in grants is October 13th. And you can get more information and apply for this grant by going directly to their website at gwinnettcounty.com. Number 4, New York, South Buffalo, the So Buff Biz Grant, $5,000 in grants. So South Buffalo has recently announced a new So Buff Biz Grant. So this is actually a grant program that focuses on businesses specifically in the South Buffalo Common Council area. And this grant program was designed to be a first come, first served basis grant program. So it's important to actually apply for this grant if you actually fit the criteria and if you're in this location. This is actually a location specific grant. So one important thing about this grant is that it's actually being administered by the National Development Council. Then we've actually spoken extensively about the NDC here on my channel, and also we have a lot of information on them in our resource area. The NDC is actually a good grant source because they actually administer different grant programs around the country in various districts as well as states. So if you're looking for grant sources and places to actually find grants, this is actually a good source for you to actually have tapped into and also turn to actually know that they're there to actually administer grants, and they actually have grants that are sometimes unseen online. So for this So Buff Biz Grant program, it's $5,000 in grants to small businesses specifically located in that location and also fitting the following criteria. Number 1, to qualify for this grant, you must be located in South Buffalo. Number 2, you must have 25 or less employees. And number 3, you must have been in business since March of 2020. So as I shared, the grant is actually based on a first come, first served basis. So it's important to actually turn in your application as soon as possible. And the application is not very difficult to apply for this grant. So if you'd like to apply for this $5,000 in grants, you can actually go directly to the NDC's website at the link below. Number 5, Maine, Aroostook County, the Northern Maine Small Business Relief Grant Program. $15,000 in grants. So Aroostook County recently launched this new Northern Maine Small Business Relief Grant Program. And they're focusing this grant program entirely around businesses that actually have previously could not get funding. So actually, this is actually a real thing. There are businesses that have not been able to get access to any capital or funding or grants and benefits of all the things that have happened over the last couple of years. This grant program aims to address that. There are communities and underserved groups that have struggled to get access to money and capital to grow or expand and maintain their business. So this is actually a real thing. So when you see grant programs from around the country focusing on underserved groups, it's not that they're just focusing on only those groups. They're actually just trying to see how they can lift those people into the fray. Not everyone actually has ease in getting access to resources as well as capital for their business. Either they don't know, their business is not properly set up, they actually don't know where to find these resources, or when they do find the resources, they are not really welcomed in, and it's not made an easy process for them to get access to the capital. Sometimes when you're starting a business, it's understood that you need to have a business plan and have things together. But there's a bridge. Not everyone starts up where they actually know how to actually formulate their business, get sales, have their business structured, keep their books tight. And this is a learning process. That's why as entrepreneurs, always should be reaching out to people who we feel that are genuine, that can really help us to grow and also be open to change. Open to, when you get the information, restructure your business. Get the right setting so that you can actually get access to resources, capital, and grants for your business and keep it a part of your business plan. So that's what they're doing with this program. They're trying to actually lift these underserved entrepreneurs and help them get a new start and a fresh start. So to qualify and to apply for this $15,000 in grants, you must meet the following criteria. Number 1, you must be located in Aroostook County. Number 2, you must have been in business since 2020. Number 3, you must have 250 employees or less. And number 4, you must demonstrate and show financial loss. They actually want to see that you've lost money and you're not just trying to apply for the grant. They want to see that they're looking to help someone who really needs the funds. So the deadline to apply for this $15,000 in grants is October 3rd. and you can get more information and apply for the grant by going directly to the website at nmdc.org. Number 6, the FedEx Entrepreneur Fund, $10,000 in grants. So Hello Alice and the Global Entrepreneurship Network, GEN, is on their second round of the FedEx Entrepreneur Fund. And they've allocated about $300,000 in grants, and they're going to be giving out 30 grants of $10,000 each to military or entrepreneurs with disabilities. Now, this is one grant that I highly encourage anyone who's actually interested in applying for this grant to go for, especially if you're actually a military or military affiliated, such as a military family member, or you're an entrepreneur with a disability. So to qualify and to apply for this $10,000 in grants, they've made the process fairly seamless and easy, specifically if you meet the criteria. Number 1, you must be 51% owned by an entrepreneur with a disability. Number 2, you must be 51% owned by a military personnel or a military relative. So that could be a wife, that could be a spouse, that could be a military relative. If you're related to someone in the military, you can actually apply for this grant. Number 3, you must have 25 or less employees. And finally, number 4, you must have $7 million or less in revenue. So the deadline to apply for this $10,000 in grants is October 6th at 6 p.m. and the winners will be announced in November. So if you'd like to apply for this $10,000 in grants, which I highly encourage you if you fit the criteria, you can actually do so by going directly to their website at helloalice.com/grants/FedEx. Number 7, New York, the Grow Seneca Grant, $10,000 in grants. So the Grow Seneca Committee is administering this new grant program for small businesses. So they've allocated about $500,000 in ARPA funds to focus on assisting small businesses. So this entire grant program is focusing on giving these small businesses $10,000 to help them grow their businesses and get a new lease on operating their businesses. So businesses in Gwinnett County have the opportunity to apply for $10,000 in grants. And to qualify and to apply for this grant, you must meet the following criteria. Number 1, you must submit tax returns between 2020 and 2022. Number 2, you must be located in Gwinnett County. Number 3, you must have revenues of less than $1 million. And finally, number 4, you must have 25 or less employees. So the deadline to apply for this $10,000 in grants is November 22nd. And you can get more information and apply for this grant by going directly to their website at co.seneca.ny.us. Number 8, Hawaii, Maui, the West Maui Small Business Recovery Grant Program, $10,000 to $20,000 in grants. So West Maui officials are proposing a new grant program for small businesses. So if you watch the news and follow what's happening there, you'll know that West Maui has been devastated by fire. So this grant proposal is important for small businesses and it's a lifeline for many. So this is actually a $25 million grant program that's being proposed to disseminate for small businesses. And what they're proposing is that the funds be pulled and allocated from various resources as well as sources. So $10 million from the state, $5 million from the county, and $10 million from the Maui Strong Fund, which is actually a program that's overseen by the Hawaii Community Foundation. So ideally, they would actually like to disseminate the grant on 2 tiers. So businesses affected by fire will actually receive $10,000, and larger businesses will receive $20,000 to help them with employees as well as lease setbacks. So many businesses have actually obviously have taken a hit by actually having to pay these leases for operations that they're not conducting. So that's important to actually have that money come in to offset those losses, and this grant program is actually proposing to help these businesses that really crucially need it in this dire time. So October is actually slated to be a soft reopening of Maui to visitors, so that's why they're proposing this grant program now to help the businesses come up to speed and hopefully get into the process of operating and serving the public. So if you'd like to stay updated on when this $10,000 to $20,000 grant program will launch and be open for you actually to apply for, we'll actually be including this information in our resource area on my website, AskRinde.com. You can actually also go to their website at hawaiicommunityfoundation.org to stay updated and get more information. So these are just a few of the new grants for the month of October. We couldn't include all the grants as we try not to keep the videos too long. If you'd like us to cover your city and your state, make sure you drop your city and state in the comment section below so we can make sure that we cover you. Also, our grants masterclass is still open. So if you'd like to learn how to actually get in the process of getting grants consistently coming into your business as an income stream, how to learn the formula for grants, so you can actually learn how to raise money via grants for your business, make sure you join us for our grants masterclass. Our resource area is also open for you if you'd like to join the network. We actually have grants monthly in our resource area, as well as an accountability group where we actually join and we speak to each other on a monthly basis. And we talk about business, we talk about strategy, we talk about actually how to purchase more real estate, how to grow our business, how to get more sales, and how to also get more grants. So join us in our resource area by going to my website at AskRinde.com, clicking on join, and getting started today. And also, please like, comment, and share, and also watch our other Grants of the Month video next. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me anytime. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.